to ECU News. As many of you know, we have been doing a special topic for the month of April, and this week's segment is on how to build a strong and nurturing relationship with your child. Today we have brought in 3 child specialists to help explain this topic. Please welcome Dr. Smith, Dr. Allison Morton, and Dr. Brittany Owens. So Dr. Smith, can you tell us a little more about how to build a strong relationship with your child?
First, you can form a strong relationship of attachment, which is enduring affection of child that unites one person to another over time and across space. Adults often have behavior that determines the quality of attachment between parent and child. There are 4 different types of attachment, which are secure, anxious resistant, anxious avoidant, and disorganized. Securely attached children are happy and secure with parents and protest when they leave, but are happy and seek closeness when the mother returns. Anxious resistant attached children are unconcerned when parents leave and seem uninterested when they return. An anxious avoidant attached child makes strong protests and when mothers leave and have difficulty establishing closeness when mothers return. Disorganized attached children at times happily approach their mother as a secure infant would, and other times avoid the parent showing signs of confusion when near a parent.
Next we have Dr. Allison Morton. Based on your current research, what are the best ways to build a secure attachment with your child from birth all the way into their first year?
Some important ways that we've researched are bonding with the infant from day one, just spending quality time together. Another thing that's really important and helpful is breastfeeding. It builds a closeness between the mother and the child. There's not only emotional benefits to it, but there's also health benefits. The child builds a much stronger immune system when they're breastfeeding. Another thing that's important is bed sharing, but only if it's done properly, because that can be very unsafe for the baby, sleeping with the parents. But co-sleeping is very important. Baby wearing, which is usually done with a sling, it can be done at home or in public. I mean, it's just to create a closeness instead of just holding the baby in the car seat or in your arms, just to keep the baby really close. Creates a good bond. And it's really important too to believe that the baby's cry is an important signal of either they're hungry or they need attention or they needed their diaper changed, and so it's just important to know that they're crying for a reason. Some other contributors that help build a secure attachment with your child is just being sensitive and having a positive attitude, having positive harmony with them, and just a really close and positive experience.
So you mentioned these 4 contributions. Could you explain what each of these are and why they are so important?
Yeah, the first one I mentioned was sensitivity. It's the ability to understand the infant's signals accurately and respond to them with appropriate timing. When infants are in distress, it's especially important for mothers to provide high maternal sensitivity so that the infant is able to form an adequate attachment with the parent. A common misconception that most parents have is that because the infant is young, they won't remember and they won't be affected by the parent's inconsistency in providing affection and attention. Mutuality is just a positive harmony and a mutual closeness in the relationship between the mother and the child. Synchronicity is just a coordination of events between the social interactions between the mom and the infant. This could be play dates, it could be mommy and me classes. And positive attitude is just a emotional expressiveness and acceptance of the child, and it comes from the parents having a close emotional interaction with the infant.
And our last guest for this segment is Dr. Brittany Owens. So Brittany, what are the long-term benefits to the child from having an early secure attachment?
Research has shown that there are many benefits to the child, not only in childhood, but throughout their life from having an early secure attachment. These include basic trust, which is established within the first year of a child's life. Children with a secure attachment learn that his or her needs will be met and therefore have a good sense of trust concerning the world. They also have a positive self-image and high self-esteem due to the positive way the parent sees and treats the child, and which in turn becomes the way the child sees and treats his or herself. Autonomy, good problem-solving skills, being goal-oriented, and determination are also benefits that come from a child having a secure attachment. This comes from the early exploration of the world within a mother's safe, secure base, which has helped the child develop and create a sense of capability and mastery. Securely attached children generally see the world as a non-threatening place, which tends to give them positive belief sets and outlook on life. Also, with hope, a positive outlook on life, and high self-esteem, along with the ability to reach out for help and expect support, securely attached children cope better and faster with emotional challenges, stress, and trauma. Children with a history of secure attachment have more ego resiliency, meaning they are good at adapting to new situations as well as controlling their impulses and emotions. Lastly, a securely attached child will have stronger relationships due to their mother's consistent and affectionate caregiving. Being consistent and affectionate with your child paves the way for their ability to build and maintain long-term friendships and strong, healthy romantic relationships. For securely attached children, intimacy, trust, and positive expectations are like second nature to them.
So in summary, attachment theory helps parents understand that attachments are formed with important people throughout the lifespan, and the way parents treat babies create long-lasting expectations about the way the world will treat them. It is also important to remember that attachments depend on the quality of the parent-child relationship at the time, and will change as circumstances improve or damage the quality of the relationship. So as you've learned, it is very important that we make secure attachments to our children because it benefits multiple areas of the child's development as they get older. Thanks for tuning in to ECU News.